Okay, so now that we have reached the points, basically we can still turn back if we want to. Even if we go forward, we can still go back, but as it stands right now, we want to move on to the next section. Continue onward. Continue onward, and off to the next section of this terrible Farplane wasteland. And believe me, this is a wasteland. Yeah, look how fiendish this is. Plus, we also get a bit of a clue as to what we're supposed to do here. However, before we do that, to make sure that we are never being threatened at any point in time, charm bangle. And with that, we are all good. So, what we are now going to do is a bit of a musical challenge. Because whenever you step on one of these panels, they give you a set of musical notes to play on a piano that just happens to be right over here. So all you have to do is key in the same notes as was shown. They ask you to play 3 notes of the scale, you just play the ones that are read down at the bottom. Which in this case are so, and then me at the me to the right, and re to the right. Only by doing this can you avoid a fight against a very, very difficult boss. If you play those notes in the keyboard before you pass through this gate, you don't have to fight it. But you have to keep doing it over and over again, because there are more panels like this one right here. Gotta be careful though sometimes, because these little electric traps, these electric gates can trick you. But don't worry, you don't take damage from hitting them, it's just a bit more of a nuisance than anything. So we've got La. So now we gotta find other places where we can play the notes. Like right there, once again, within the confines of another electric gate. So we got Do right and T right. Ow! Yeah, I could tell that one was coming. Yeah, I could see that one coming from a mile away. So we want to... Ow! Did it again. Yeah, these things are merciless. Like I said, they're more of a nuisance than anything, but you want to try and avoid them at all costs. So over here in this treasure chest, we get our hands on a Mega Elixir. And then we want to come this direction, get nailed by another one of these gates. Man, these things just show no mercy. And here's the third panel. So now that we have all 3 of the musical sections for this part, wait for that gate to close, and then play the piano again. So if you're wondering, is there an order do I have to be worried about? Well, there is, but they give it to you at the bottom to let you know exactly what to play. So we want Do on the right. Yeah, what's easy about the first half of this song is that it starts with a low note, but then it starts with the highest note and then descends 1 note lower every time. And so we now have 4 notes of the scale to complete, which we have. And just like that, threat number 2 is negated. And it's always the same guy, it's always the same opponent. Right, go. We're going to go left first. It's easier to go to the left first. And then we're going to step down, and we're going to go back the way we came. For safety reasons primarily, to play it safe. Ah! Yeah, sometimes the timing on these gates is really finicky. Alright, so over here. And then we want to go down this way. And then we want to follow this path right to the end without running into more electric gates. Yeah, come on. Activate so I can get through. Alright. So back the way we came, down the right. Playing it safe, for the most part. Come on, raise up. Raise up so I don't have to worry about you. Alright, go. And with that, we can now move on unobstructed to the piano for the next round. And this is the last set of musical notes you have to play, at least in this section. So, Fa, and then Mi, and then once they go up higher, do the notes. Except for the last one, of course, which is Do on the left. And so that's the last 5 notes, and that completes this musical sequence. And so now we have an unobstructed line to the next section. And away we go, eventually. Come on, Yuna, you can do it. There we go. Alright. And we find that Gipple has sustained an injury.
I got careless.
Are you alright?
I could use a nap.
This is no time to take a nap.
He went ahead.
Guess she couldn't stay away.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Where I would wait.
Touche.
Please, take care of Gipple. You dare give me an order?
Well, someone's hurt here.
Tell Nuge you're waiting like a good girl and doing your part for the team.
Well, considering that it's here,
Alright, I'm in.
considering that she's here, yeah, I agree with Riku. I don't believe her.
A gift from Nuge.
Another one. Well, we scored the key item, Pain Sphere.
It's from 2 years ago. Said it was inside the sphere camera.
Oh yeah?
I'll watch it later.
Hey, you should watch it now.
Why?
Think about it. You know you won't be able to fight your best as long as it's on your mind.
You're right.
Fair enough. So let's have one more viewing of a sphere and its contents. So there,
Mine for fun.
Gipple in the
Any
background,
ideas, Dr. P?
and there's Pain.
A ship that glides through the air. That thing you mentioned before. If it's for real, I want to fly it.
Oh really?
You get to be pilot then. And maybe I'll try my hand at navigation.
And there's Barreleye.
Then I'll be engineer.
And there's Nuge.
Nuge?
Captain,
Yeah, because someone's got to give the orders.
Perfect.
You'd let an amateur be captain?
Hey, you made the youth league.
Wow, Nugester, all you gotta do is shut up and look important. You'll fit the part.
like a glove.
Not working like dogs.
Oh really? We didn't treat the youth league like that. Yeah. Back before Divide and Conquer. Back before they all got separated and turned on each other.
What happened to that pain, I wonder?
That's a good question.
She's inside you, sleeping.
I guess.
Wakey, wakey. Time to set sail. Your captain and your navigator are waiting.
Indeed. And so away we shall go. Let's go ahead and... Oh, yes. So all those musical notes we played before, now they become pertinent over here. So, Scanning the Heights. Play the melody by stepping on the floating pedestals in the right order. So they show you where each of them is located, but it is a bit of a challenge to get to some of them. And it's not all one continuous path either. So you have the opportunity to correct yourself before you step up to the top, because if you do, you'll run into the same boss that you could have run into in the previous 3 rounds of finding musical notes, and it will come back for one last shot at you if you are choosing not to take on this challenge. So basically take all the time you need with this if you need to, but in some ways you do get help by indications on the map where there'll be green icons that'll let you know where each of the musical notes is positioned but basically it's up to you to memorize where they all are. So we have Somi Ray down there, and then we'd have to go up to Do Ti, and then we have to go a different path to get to La, then go back the way we came to get to So, and Fa Mi, and Fa, and then we have to go back a separate path to get to So Do. So hopefully I do this right the first time and I can be able to prove myself. Yeah, because this can be tricky because of the fact of sometimes how the way the pedestals move. So you gotta be able to be willing to keep track of that, if you're so willing. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so now we want to go over here. And we want to climb up here for Do Ti. Then we want to drop down and go back the way we came. The pedestal doesn't light up twice, so you don't have to worry about the pattern getting broken or anything. Now this part I can never remember. I'll know in a moment if I've done it right. Okay, I did. Good. Alright, back the way we came. Come on, Yuna. Gotta jump here. Yuna, you gotta jump here, please. Alright, back over this way. And climb. Now we want to go to the far left. And then we get sent up. We can get a treasure chest over here with 2 Mega Phoenixes inside. Come on, go. And then the next Fa is down at the left. So we want to get it to go left. Right, so this way. Down here for Fa. And then long distance jump. And then we want to go back to the right path. Climb up here. Take the down pedestal. And come up. Alright, now if I've done this correctly, I'm going to save in case I did not. I'm going to come back down here. And if we have done this correctly, then we should be fine. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to go now back to the right. Go back to the down pedestal. And then that will give us a direct line up to the top. So now the song will get played in its entirety. If we did it all in order and correctly, then we don't have to fight this boss and the gate gets dropped. Yep, it's correct, because if it wasn't correct, then we would see the boss show up right away. So we know that we have done this correctly. So one last time that the melody has to be played, and we can advance. And with that, the last barricade is down. So with that, we can now move on. So, gonna get ready to make sure that I have everything that I need. Make sure everything is looking the way it should. Yeah, I'll soon be changing this over from Charm Bangle to Crystal Gloves. So yeah, I guess I'm pretty much set with everything that I need. So I'll be back in a moment after a quick timeout, and then we will proceed to start going after Vegnagun itself. So don't go away.